Okay, what do you want help with? Hey, Ace, look. It's a monkey with glasses. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? Right, a monkey with glasses? Hey, Ace, look. It's a model of a steam train. How on earth did you arrive at that conclusion? The cable that comes out of this thing is connected to the desk. What does that mean? It's a telegraph key, a machine for transmitting Morse code. I tried sending an SOS earlier, but I doubt it did anything. Zero would never make it that easy. So you think it's broken? No, it works. It's just not. I'm not sure if it would actually transmit anything outside of the ship. Telegraph key. A says you use it to send messages in Morse code. It's just a normal light. Well, it won't turn on, so maybe not that normal. A clock mounted on the wall. The hands aren't moving. A little surprised that the time is wrong then, I suppose. And there's nothing on the back. Huh. There's a piece of paper in the drawer. Hey, what is this? It's blank. There's nothing written on it. A blank piece of paper. A white piece of paper. It's blank. It looks as though the drawer is the only thing that's locked. I don't see a keyhole though. An electric lock, perhaps? Take a look at the left side of the drawer. Yeah, there's some cable over there. That must mean an early telecommunications device. Most likely used to transmit a radio signal of some sort. I experimented with it earlier, but to no avail. I imagine it's broken. But that's where it's connected to. Right? Yeah, it's connected to there. The drawer would know. The drawer won't budge. It looks like that's some kind of electronic lock. But right, that's where it is connected to, right? I'm not tripping? I guess people use it to communicate back in the day. Whatever it is, this doesn't work. To be honest, I have no goddamn idea what this thing really is. It's probably some kind of radio transmitter. It also kind of looks like someone who's been watching too much TV. To be honest, I have no goddamn idea what this thing really is. Maybe I use the music box? Nope. Well, until we figure that out. It's an old telegraph machine. Nothing suspicious here. It's an old telegraph machine. I'll be honest, I have no idea how it works. Hey, a tool set. Small screwdrivers. A set of small screwdrivers. Perhaps we can use them to dismantle some small devices. Let's combine this and this. Alright, this screw I'll make short work of this music box. A cylinder. It looks to be a cylinder for a music box. There are a number of pins and some pieces of metal that would look rather like fans attached to it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, drawers? The heck is that? Ink? Oh, okay, I get it. A bottle of ink. It's filled with ink. No, duh. I guess I'll put the ink on the cylinder. Dirty cylinder. And now I've just gotta roll the cylinder across a piece of paper. And if I'm right, the ink should Morse code. There you go. So 3 beeps, stop. 5 beeps, stop. 3 beeps, stop. 2 pauses, and then 2 beeps. Just as you suspected, right? Now you have a pattern of dots and lines on the paper. I imagine it's the Morse code. These dots and lines are the dots of and dashes of Morse code. So now we take it to here. Alright, I'll give the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen. I hope. Alright, let's give it a shot. How do you do dashes? Damn it, okay. See, that's wrong. Like, how do you do dashes like this? Nothing's happening. Hey, Junpei, what's the matter? You can do better than that. My hand slipped. I'll get it right next time. Do you know how to operate this device? You operate by pressing this button. The dot, which is read as DIT, is the result of a light tap on the bottom of the button. The dash, which is read as dot, is what you will get if you hold down the button. Okay. That's that. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know. I had to hold down the button. There we go. See, it's a game. All you gotta do is tell me to hold down the button. That's all I need to know. That's the last one, and yes. Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. You seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer. A book? A red file lay in the drawer. Junpei reached down and picked it up.
Looks like there's something on the cover.
What's that say? Let's say Alice?
ALLICE. All ice.
All ice.
Alice. Does this mean...
Junpei couldn't hold back. He had to know what was in the file. What the fuck? Egyptian writing? Each page was covered with strange characters. They looked like twin drawings of birds, snakes, insects, horned animals, wings, and even kneeling humans. There were many pages in that file, and each was full of these strange symbols.
What the hell is this?
Well, if it was a mummy, it makes sense. He didn't realize he'd spoken out loud until Ace looked over at him.
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course.
You can read them, Ace?
I can't. What would make you think I could?
Okay, he got me. Okay, game, you got me.
What the hell?
Junpei flipped through a few more pages. It wasn't just one or two pages that were covered in the strange symbols. Every single page was covered in them.
Whoa, the whole thing's like that.
Trying to read them was pointless. Junpei wasn't going to waste any more time with them. He made to close the file, and something fell out.
Huh? What's this?
He bent down and picked it up.
Oh, a key card.
There was a symbol on it that reminded Junpei of the symbols for the Saturn and Mercury keycards. This one, however, had a dot in the center of the male symbol.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
Uranus? That's how you all pronounce it? It's Uranus. Junpei looked over to see Ace examine the card. In addition to the Uranus symbol, there were 3 words engraved on the card as well. Bottom Deck Library.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom Deck Library. This must be the key to the library, then.
So it would seem.
Bottom Deck Library. Oh.
Junpei remembered something he'd heard from Seven when they went into the chemical closet.
Seven said something like...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic.
The bottom deck of the library.
Could beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? And the forest of knowledge is the library? Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
We're not going to see an actual mummy, are we?
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Junpei blinked. Only then did he notice Ace looking at him. Curiosity and concern ran across his face in equal parts.
Yeah. I just remembered something.
Is that so? What about?
Well, don't laugh, okay?
There was no reason for Junpei to hide his thoughts. He began explaining his theory to Ace. Then he stopped. It wouldn't make any sense if Ace didn't know who Alice was supposed to be. So he told Ace everything June had told him.
The Egyptian priestess, an Ice 9. Interesting.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster, they called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice. and she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to Seven, this ship is where he hid Alice.
And you think that he hid her in a small room beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Well, that's how the story goes, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
Ace stared off into the distance, his hands slowly and absent-mindedly stroking his beard. Not much of a beard. After a few moments, his hand stopped. He turned slowly to look at Junpei, and his brows drew together.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
Cass?
Cass.
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form.
I
It
see.
was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
Like freezing people?
I mean, other things.
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel? Are you serious?
Freezing? What?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing?
See, that's what I was thinking of when you said it. I was like cryogenic freezing, like you know, that thing that people were doing like in spas, like they were like freeze like their body, and that was like a way for them to relax. Do y'all know what I'm talking about when I say this? Like they were like freezing their bodies at a spa, and that was like a way for them to like let their bodies like relax and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
That was when Junpei understood what Ace was suggesting.
Whoa, wait a minute there.
Ace looked at him and raised an
Are
eyebrow.
you saying that Alice was frozen using that Cass thing?
I mean, that's a possibility.
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and casts were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Okay, but you're talking about a mummy. It's like you're talking about an Egyptian god. You're like on this ship that was alive thousands of years ago. There's no way.
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right?
Yes.
She were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature.
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
You're quite right. It does sound unbelievable.
It's like there's an Egyptian girl somewhere in this boat just walking. Don't even know what's going on.
But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
I mean, maybe.
The guy dressed like a captain?
Yes. He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was murdered. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible.
That is true.
In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
Okay, I get what you're saying, but like, come on. We're saying that she's alive, walking around and killing people? Junpei thought for a second.
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June.
And even if they couldn't go inside the door without one of us.
Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, Seven, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those three to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, still won't work. We were only gone 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed that guy in there, and run back that fast.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him?
Okay, but like, still.
Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time?
Okay, that's like a really scary thought.
A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The numbered door would mean nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
It was Junpei's turn to raise an eyebrow. Ace drew his thumb across his lips thoughtfully.
Well, this is all only one possible theory.
But like, it's the only theory we could think of, unless it was the guy who... But if one of us is Zero, then like...
All ice. Alice. Is she really somewhere on the ship?
Junpei had only one clue. The key card in his hand.
Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge. And the big mystery. What could be there beyond the Forest of Knowledge? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now. I'll come back to this later.
He gripped the key card tighter and shoved it deep into his pocket. The key in the drawer. I guess it was hidden under the red file. A unique key. That's a really weird key. A key with a leather case. It is a metal. My guess would be ceramic. Junpei, have you found a keyhole that might fit it? Can't say I have. Okay, that was that door. Right. Junpei, what are you doing? We searched the wheelhouse from the top. Okay, I thought that was the door. Okay, you don't gotta tell me. Hey, isn't that the door on the screen? That one... Hey, isn't it the door on that screen the one right behind us? You're right. So where did the camera see the sensitive screen in real time? I wonder if that means something, you know? This one is one of those things that switches what's on the screen. Let's see what happens if I flip one of these switches. Nothing. It's like it doesn't work anymore. There's nothing on the monitor, just static. There's an E on the screen. Z on the screen. Okay, so if I'm thinking this right, well, let's look around a bit more. I'm guessing that's the key. Let's see if shaking you gets anywhere. Nope. So I put my hand here in front of it. It showed up on the middle top screen back there. You got a short lifespan, Junpei. Hey, mind your own business. Okay, I'm pretty sure I gotta put in the numbers that represent that. So, it was not this one, this one. So if A is 10, so it goes from there, right? So E is 14. So what's Z? God, it's just a long number. I mean, if it's going by a number order like that, 10 is A. Okay, so if A is 1, Z is 26. So let's add 26 to 10, that's 36. So 36, 14, R. What's R? God, that's like a lot counting. R. Okay, hold on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So 20, so it's 36, 14, 27, 5, and 24, I believe? God, if I can remember that number, I mean... The control panel for the electronic lock. Looks like it just got a keyhole on the bottom right. Maybe the key I got earlier? Sweet. Just had to put the key in, and now it's on. Junpei, look. There's a minus sign on the screen. There's 8 of them. That probably means we got to put in 8 digits. Do you think you can figure it out? I can try. Let's try. It's on. 8 digits, huh? Oh, once I put in 8 digits the number, I just gotta press E to enter it. And if I mess up, I just press C. Give it a shot. Alright, so it's 30... Oh no, it's 36, 14, 27... And what was it? Was it 20? Was it 24? That wasn't it. Huh? What's the passcode? I'm pretty sure I've searched every part of this room by now. Hold on, we gotta check it again. So, okay, if Z is 36. $36, 14. It was 27, 24, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So 36, 14, 27, 24. It didn't work. What if we do it backwards? 24, 27, 14, 36. You know what really weirds me out, like, why is A 10? I mean, it must be a reason why, right? I mean, 10 in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal. 10 is A. So 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and so on. But why are there 4 rows of numbers with different letters? Oh, I think I get it. I think I get it now. Okay, so it does make sense. So after 9 is 10, and that's where A is. So that makes 10A. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm not wrong. So okay, so if I go, so E is 14, F 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's 0. That's O. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That's W, X, and Y. W, X, and Y. What was V? 31? 32, 33, 34, 35. Was I really off by 1 number? No, I'm pretty sure. 35, 14, 27, 24. I was off by 1 number. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I like think too hard and I mess up. Yes, it worked. Good job, Junpei. Excellent. You seem to have unlocked it. Good work, Junpei. All right, let's go. All right, that one took a little more thinking, but we did it. They stepped out of the captain's quarters and into another hallway. The hallway stretched out in front of Junpei for a bit before turning left like a great backward L.
All right, let's go.
Junpei rounded the corner and took off down the straightaway. He ran and ran and ran. At the end of the hallway was a door.
That's the next door.
He made straight for it.
A piece of paper.
He was nearly halfway to it when he noticed a piece of paper in the middle of the floor. Junpei skidded to a halt.
This is...
He dropped down to his hands and knees and quickly tore the paper off the floor.
Map of the ship's interior for A deck.
Huh.
What's wrong?
Ace, slightly slower by virtue of his advanced age, had finally caught up to Junpei.
I found a map for this floor.
He showed Ace what he snatched from the wall. I thought it was on the floor. He looked at it long enough to determine what it was and
I
nodded.
see.
With that, he began running again, past Junpei.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
It kind of was like, okay, bye.
I should keep this, though.
Junpei shoved the map into his pocket and got out to follow Ace. But something stopped him.
Hey, where's Clover?
He turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
Damn it, what the hell is she up to?
Junpei muttered angrily under his breath and took off back the way he came. As he stomped around the corner, he saw her. She was standing in front of the door to the captain's quarters, her hand on the doorknob.
Clover!
Huh?
As Junpei watched, she closed it, gently and quietly.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
Clover had unconsciously put her hands over the pocket of her jacket, as if trying to hide something.
What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Clover, what the hell did you do?
Oh, this? This is a note.
A note?
Yeah, I found it in the pocket of the guy with the captain's clothes. It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
What the hell? Let me see it.
No, not right.
But Junpei wasn't going to get it to see it. From the other end of the hall, he heard Ace's voice.
Junpei, Clover, what are you two doing? Hurry up.
He's getting mad.
Clover shrugged.
I'll show it to you later, all right? Come on, we gotta hurry.
Before Junpei could protest, she was gone. Around the corner, and off down the long stem of the L. A note. A note. Junpei was curious, but there was something else that bothered him.
From the look of that pocket,
There was more than just a note.
it doesn't particularly look like just a note. Jeez, what are you thinking?
What did she do? Like, oh my god. Can I not trust her either? I was starting to trust her.
For crying out loud.
Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later, and ran off after Clover. Huh. Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a large set of stairs.
Big stairs. Huh. So this is where it ends up. Just like it says on the map.
It was just what he expected to see after reading the map. His I see after reading the map himself, it meant that Ace had probably realized the same thing.
Ace, did he head down?
He put his hand on the handrail and leaned over to look down.
Oh, there he is.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
Really? And not just Ace. Santa, June, Seven, and Lotus as well.
Really?
Let's join them.
Junpei and Clover glanced at each other and hurried down the stairs. They reached B deck at the same time.
Jumpy, Clover.
June, it's good to see you. June's face was excited. Something had happened. That much Junpei could tell by simply looking at
What's
her.
up?
Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself.
We found it.
Found what?
We found it.
No
What did
way!
you find?
The last door.
You found the 9 door?
We found door 9.
What?
Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way.
Okay.
Seven turned and jogged off down the stairs.
Well, if that's the case...
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
The rest followed.
Jumpy, we finally made it.
The relief and excitement in her voice echoed what each of them had felt.
Yeah, it's finally time.
Jumpy wasn't quite ready to believe that they'd really done it, at least not just yet. Still, if everyone said that it was the 9 door, then it probably was.
Reached the end.
He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny that the prospect of escape was an exciting one.
Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the number.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Junpei. And if there's still 7 of us, that means at least 2 of us gotta stay behind.
7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way?
Junpei looked over at the clock.
4:30.
Hour and a half left.
I've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie.
Let's go, Jumpy!
June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could.
Yeah.
Junpei followed. How did you guys even find the 9 door? As a group, they piled onto the elevator and rode impatiently down to E deck. It looked familiar. There was a metal gate between the 2 elevators. 7 grabbed hold of it and began to talk.
I know I told you I'd explain it earlier, but honestly, there ain't much to explain. After we split off from you guys, the 4 of us got into the elevator on the left, and that took us to the other side of the grate. After that, we headed down another hallway. It took us toward the bow and eventually to the number 6 that you 2 found earlier. We opened it and kept going.
The 4 you opened 6? Hold up. How did, okay, 7, 8, 3, and 6. So that's 9, that's 10, 16, 10, 16, that's 20. It's 23? No, it's 24. Okay, I guess. Is it? Hold on. I did the math a little too quick. So it's 3, 7, that's 10, 18, 16, yeah, 24. Okay.
There was another locked door behind it, like usual. But this time we had to complete 2 different areas before we could unlock it. Once we were through that door, there was another hallway that went the other direction, toward the stern.
So, on your way, you found the elevator.
That's right.
So, in other words, you kinda did a lap, huh?
Kinda, right? You kinda just like...
You came from that side to this side.
Yeah.
With that settled, Junpei looked around.
So, where's the number 9 door?
Over here.
7 began walking down the hallway that led toward the stern. Junpei and the others broke into a jog to keep up with him.
By the way,
They had been walking for a while. June is silent step with Junpei when she spoke.
you know, it's because of Santa that we're all here right now.
What?
That all 7 of us are going to door 9.
What?
You don't get it? Santa, 7, and Lotus. What's their digital route?
3, 10, 8, 9.
9. It's 9.
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they'd wanted to.
That's true.
But they didn't.
Yes, because Santa wouldn't let them.
What?
He said we can't leave June and the others behind. That's why we went looking for you guys.
And then you got on the elevator and went back to the central staircase.
That's right.
Why would Santa...
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa would be the one to stick up for you. I mean,
Junpei felt his eyebrows knit as he considered that.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Perhaps June had sensed Junpei's concern.
I don't mean that 7 and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it, and Santa objected to it first.
is that so?
Really? Junpei was about to respond when... 7 suddenly stopped.
We're here.
In front of them stood a door.
So, is this...
Yeah.
Junpei couldn't see 7's face, but he could see him nod.
There's no other place for us to go.
Nope. Just look around. There's a big old iron wall at the end of the hallway. The other hallways on the left and right are blocked by metal grates.
I see.
It looked as though 7 was right. The door in front of them was their only choice.
All right, let's get moving.
He pulled open the door and walked in. Junpei took a deep breath and followed. Jesus, well, that's a big way to mention 9. It appeared they'd been telling the truth.
No way.
The first thing Junpei saw as he entered the room was the number 9. Like all the others, it was a rough thing made of red paint. The door decorated sat on the back wall of a rectangular room. Junpei ran up to it.
The 9 door.
It was a large double door with powerful styling. Something about it was almost majestic, and it made the red paint look especially
We're
garish.
finally here.
Junpei grabbed the handle and shook. It didn't budge, but then he hadn't really expected it to. The red was bolted to the wall next to the door. It displayed red vacant.
No doubt about it. This is door 9. Oh, finally! This is the last.
No, it's not. Junpei felt a flood of emotion wash over him. He felt a chill down his back, and his chest tightened even as his blood began to boil. There was a moment of complete silence.
Junpei, look behind you.
He turned around.
Behind? What?
Junpei could scarcely believe what he saw. No.
Why? A door and a 9.
No! Oh my god! No! There's another one!
Hey, what the hell? What the hell is going on here?
His words came slowly, and his brain struggled to understand what he'd seen. On shaky legs, he made his way to the second 9. It was a small door, set parallel to the door they'd come through, but in the other corner of the room. 9. There was no mistaking the number, and if any more proof was needed, a red was bolted to the wall near the door.
There's a red there too. That means... And of course it won't open.
He grabbed the handle and shook the door, not because he expected it to open, but because he had to make sure it was real.
Why? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
It was Ace who spoke first.
Do you think perhaps one is the right door and the other is the wrong one?
Lotus was skeptical.
I don't know about that. It seems unlikely.
But like, why are there 2 though?
What makes you say so?
Well, think about all the rooms we've been through so far. They're full of puzzles, but there are always hints about how to solve them. I'm pretty sure there aren't any rooms where we just had to go with our best guess and leave it to instinct to solve the puzzle.
So you think this is a
Do
puzzle?
you really think that at the very end of the game, Zero's going to suddenly throw in something that depends entirely on luck?
Okay, so you're saying this is there's a way to figure this out then.
Then you're saying there's some sort of hint in this room.
No, I don't think there's a hint anywhere in here. I searched it very well when I was in here before. I didn't find anything that might have been a hint, though.
Well then, that means...
Yeah, both of these are the right door.
But why are there 2?
I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
That is true, but it's like, but we haven't seen. Okay, but like, look, we haven't been on the whole ship, but like, there was no other doors. I mean, other than the doors that we were in when we first started, there's been no other numbered doors with a double number. You know, there hasn't been like 2 5 doors. There hasn't been 2 3 doors. There hasn't been 2 1 doors. It's just been one door with that one number on it, except for the ones that we were already in, which I'm assuming all you had a door with your number on it, like I did. But like, why are there 2 9s and not 2 of every other one?
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Jimmy began to mutter to himself.
So if there are 2 number 9 doors, if we split it up right?
That's not gonna work.
No, there's not. Yeah. Jimmy blinked and looked up at Clover. She held out her
You've
hand.
got a notebook and a pen, right? Can I borrow them?
Yeah, here.
Slightly confused, he pulled them out and handed them to her.
Look at this.
Clover opened the notebook to a blank page and set it down on the desk. Everyone else gathered around her and watched as she wrote down a series of numbers.
You get it? The numbers on the top are all the combinations with digital roots of 9. The numbers on the bottom are the people who don't fit. There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So...
3 people have to stay behind.
If 3 people go through the door, then 4 are left behind. If 4 go through, then
3 are left behind.
Right?
yeah.
Clover nodded. All of this, she was pleased with herself for solving a difficult math problem.
No way.
If Snake was here, if Clover if Clover is true, tell the truth that Snake is alive. If he was here, we could all go through the door. The room went very quiet. Silence lay across everyone like a thick, heavy blanket. No one spoke. Their faces were blank.
Come to think of it,
Desperate for something else to look at, Junpei turned his eyes to the room around him.
what is this room?
The walls were covered with candles. The wavering flame made the shadows of Junpei and his companions look as though they were dancing. 2 rows of wooden pews piled most of the room.
Looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony.
Like a church, maybe?
What kind?
Between them was a strip of rich red carpet. The carpet ran straight through the room, ending at the door that pointed to the stern of the boat. At the other end of the carpet,
Is that an altar?
it was a recessed space set into the wall between the 2 other doors. Sitting on a raised section of the altar was a coffin. A coffin. A coffin. No way!
Coffin? No, it couldn't possibly be.
But if it wasn't, then whose body occupied it? That was as far as Junpei would want to pursue that line of thought. He decided to think about the coffin for the time being. At that moment, Seven spoke. There was an edge of humor in his voice, but it was forced.
Okay, I give up. I give up. I figured if we sat around here long enough, someone would volunteer. But
No way, Seven!
I guess nobody's got the guts to do it.
What are you talking about?
Junpei didn't understand, and he wasn't the only one.
What? You guys didn't figure it out yet?
You're asking who wants to stay here.
Fine, fine. Let me enlighten you. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something. She wasn't really wrong. She just... screw it. Let me just write it out.
Seven snatched up the notebook and began to write in it. Everyone else clustered around him, desperate for a look.
If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right. But there's another way. Only one combination, though. If you split us up into groups of 3, 3, and 1, you can make this combination.
But
Wait, this means...
no, Seven, no. Look, Seven, look. I don't fully trust you, but I trust you enough to know that I don't think you. But you're clear of suspicion, because like if Clover's right, Snake's not dead, so I have no reason not to trust you anymore. So you're not gonna stay behind.
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace or anything like that. Even if he hadn't been the hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same thing.
The same thing? Are you saying?
Yeah, I am. I'll stay behind.
Why are you acting so heroic all of a sudden? Are you some kind of idiot?
Lois was the first to speak. That in itself was a little strange. She reacted much differently when Ace had volunteered.
No, I'm completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have to owe you for getting out of here.
Lois, why are you acting so different? You were okay with Ace doing it. The rest of them began to speak all at once.
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave Ace behind, and I don't want to leave you either.
I don't like that idea. There's gotta be other options.
I disagree as well. I can't say I care much for you being the hero.
I don't see you being a hero. Finally, they quiet down. Junpei looked at Seven.
Well, there you go, Seven. Proposal denied.
So sit your ass back down.
Clover's right.
Go,
There's gotta be a better way than this.
go sit in that pew in the corner, damn, until we call you back up. Seven made some noise that was somewhere between this derisive snort and a cough.
Doesn't make any sense.
He was doing his best to pretend they were making a foolish decision, but Junpei could see the twinkling of water at the corners of Seven's eyes. Aw, he's happy. That was when Santa.
Whoa, hold on a minute. I haven't said anything yet.
Until then, Junpei hadn't realized that Santa had stayed quiet for the whole discussion of Seven's fate. Something in his voice made Junpei uncomfortable.
Are you agreeing? You want to leave him here?
Santa shook his head.
Nah, I'm against it. I don't want to leave Seven here alone.
Then I don't see how it matters.
I said alone.
No.
Huh?
Santa!
I said I don't want to leave Seven alone.
There was a dull shine in Santa's eyes. They were cold and hard. Junpei felt himself shiver.
What the hell are you?
What? You don't get it? I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including Seven. I'll be leaving behind 3 people.
What?
That's my proposal. No, those are my orders.
What do you mean, orders? What the hell makes you think you can order us around? Who the hell's gonna listen to you?
You all will. In 3 seconds, you won't have a choice.
What?
3, 2, 1.
Santa was so fast. Junpei could barely see him. When he moved, it was almost like watching a dance. His feet moving like lightning. He spun and... No! What the fuck? What the fuck? He had June.
See? I told you.
His lips curled into a cruel, mocking smile.
Huh? What?
A shudder traveled the length of Junpei's spine. His chest froze, and he could feel his breath go stale in his lungs. Nothing made sense. Junpei felt as though his head were about to explode. Santa's sudden change in attitude. I knew I couldn't trust you, bitch ass! Saying that he needed 2 more. The gun in his right hand, a revolver. Santa had grabbed June from behind and pressed what Junpei's shaken brain identified as a revolver roughly against her temple.
Why? What the hell is that?
Where on earth had Santa possibly found a gun? Junpei's questions roared in his mind, but his mouth refused to ask them. Seven spoke, almost as though he had sensed Junpei's confusion.
The gun's from the other room.
What room?
One of the rooms behind door 6. I should have known he was gonna do this. I should have taken the gun.
Well, it's too late now, fat ass.
Chill, Santa.
Damn it.
A mixture of fury and frustration twisted Seven's face, and he glared at Santa. Santa, for his part, didn't so much as flinch. The corner of his lips twitched into a slightly wider smile. Then the smile faded, and he began to move. He walked backward, dragging June with him. Before long, his back was resting against the door. The wall next to him was the red. He put his hand on the scanner panel quickly and then forced June to do the same.
Now, time for you to start following my orders. Ace, Lotus, congratulations! I've chosen you to come with me. Put your hands in the red.
3, 6, 1, 8, 18, 9. That's what Santa had meant when he said he needed 2 more.
Hey, you deaf? I gave you an order.
You won't kill her. You already put her number in there. You wouldn't, even if they didn't do anything, you wouldn't kill her. Santa's eyes narrowed to slits. He glared at Ace and Lotus. They stayed, frozen like deer and caught in the headlights of an oncoming car.
Fine. I didn't want to waste any bullets, but you guys just don't get it.
No sooner were the words out of Santa's mouth that his hand twitched. And the gun roared. Woo! A section of the floor exploded, scattering wood splinters across the floor. A thin plume of smoke snaked out the hole in the floor. There could be no doubt that gun was real and worked.
He really shot it? Santa, why are you...
Clover's voice spoke of betrayal and disbelief.
Santa, I thought you were one of us. I thought we were friends.
What?
You knew about the leaf words and the four-leaf clover.
Santa's cheek twitched, almost imperceptibly.
What the hell is that shit? I've got no idea.
You're lying.
Shut up. Just shut up, you stupid bitch. You want me to put a bullet in your fucking head?
Flecks of spit flew from Santa's mouth. His face twisted with rage. Clover recoiled, her eyes wide. When she spoke, her voice was very small.
Santa.
He snorted, then shook his head vigorously and turned to face Ace and Lotus.
All right, assholes. What are you still standing there for? Get over here and scan those bracelets. I don't have all day. Oh, what's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile, maybe?
Ace and Lotus still didn't move. It almost seemed as if they couldn't move. June's face was pale behind Santa's arm. Her eyes were wild and her chest heaved with every quick breath, like an animal cornered by a predator. Junpei's mind worked furiously. What were they going to do? Then he realized something. There was nothing they needed to do. There was nothing to debate.
That's it.
June's safety was the first priority. That much was obvious. Doing as Santa had commanded meant that she would be safe from at least 2 threats. She wouldn't be shot, and she would leave the ship alive, along with Santa, Ace, and Lotus. There was only one thing for Junpei to do.
It's the only way.
He turned to Ace and Lotus.
Please, go.
Huh?
No way.
Jumpy, what are you saying? If you stay here, you're going to be stuck, Jumpy. And so will Clover and Seven.
I know. But you don't need to worry about us. We'll figure something out. Right, Seven?
Right. You just leave it to us. It's gonna piss me off to do what Santa says, but...
Don't worry about me either. There's still something I have to take care of.
No, you can't! Ace, Lotus, don't come over! Don't worry about me, please!
Nah, June was almost crying. Nah, Ace, Lotus, go, please. I'm not... Junpei walked around behind Ace and Lotus. He gently placed a hand on each of their shoulders.
Please.
And pushed them toward the door. They almost stumbled, then righted themselves and took another step. And another. They turned around, and Junpei nodded.
All right.
Fine.
Ace and Lotus turned around again, and walked slowly toward the door where Santa was waiting for them. After what seemed like an eternity, they stopped in front of the door marked 9. Santa smiled.
All right. Now let's get those hands on the scanner panel. What's the holdup? What? You think I'm fucking around here? I don't give a shit about this girl. Greg doesn't need a person, you know? All I need is the bracelet. You get it? Good. Now put your fucking hands on the scanner. I'm not gonna say it again.
He shoved the revolver harder against June's head, and she winced.
Fine.
Ace sighed, defeated, and placed his hand on the scanner panel. Lotus went next. Lotus glared at Santa and slammed her hand on the scanner panel. The 4 asterisks blinked on.
Good job. Now, Lotus, pull that lever. Soon as the door opens, you get your ass in there. Try anything stupid, and you know what happens, right?
Damn it.
Junpei could almost hear Lotus' teeth grind. The door slid open. Door number 9 opened at last. It opened with a low, powerful rumble. A drum roll to welcome the chosen few.
Good. Go.
Lotus and Ace walked through the door, their eyes furious but defeated. Santa waited until they were all inside, then hauled himself and June across the threshold as well. 6, 7, 8.
Later.
After exactly 9 seconds, the door swung shut. The gust of air it created caused the candles on the altar to flicker and die. The room fell silent. Junpei, Clover, and Seven had been left behind. Clover looked down at her hand and traced with her finger the faint blue veins that crisscrossed them. Seven shoved his arms into the front of his overalls and scratched his stomach. No one spoke. Silence made the air feel thick and oppressive. Desperate for something, anything to occupy his mind, Junpei walked to the larger of the two 9 doors. He stood in front of it and looked at the red. It read engaged. No way! So even if only one door could be opened? He moved to the smaller door. Same thing. Vacant. Oh, okay. I thought they went to the big door. I thought they went to the small door. My bad. The red vacant. The digital root of the remaining people was 7. Guys, we have to go find Snake. It's their only way. There was no possible way for them to open the door with 9 on it. Junpei touched the surface of the door.
June.
He thought about June. About Akane Kurashiki. Was she safe? That was all that mattered to him. If she was alive, if she had escaped this horrible boat. That was what Junpei prayed for. Seven came up next to him. He pulled off his hat, scratched his head inside.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
7 opened his mouth to respond when a noise echoed through the room. Someone was pounding on something, vigorously. It wasn't mechanical. It was certainly human. Junpei and 7 looked at one another.
What the hell is that?
Shh, quiet.
Clover motioned to 7 to be quiet. She put one finger on her lips and closed her eyes in concentration. The 3 of them listened, trying to determine where that sound was coming from.
Where is it coming from?
The coffin?
Could it be?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right.
Let's open it.
But how?
What are those muscles for? For show?
Man, work that muscle, G!
Just shut up and try!
Junpei and 7 grabbed hold of the coffin. They tried to get a good grip with what little purchase they could find and pulled with all their strength.
Damn it!
It won't even budge.
There was some sort of keypad attached to the coffin. Purpose would not have been difficult to determine. Their eyes were almost immediately drawn to it.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so.
But how do we even notice what's stopping? In fact, it was getting louder.
Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out. And now.
I know that. But how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
They couldn't even tell how many numbers the passcode needed to be.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Unfortunately, there didn't seem to be anything near the coffin. Clover ran to examine the pews, and 7 investigated the desk, and they turned up nothing.
There's nothing here.
Not making this easy, are they?
The sound still wouldn't stop. It wasn't a noise that belonged in that room.
What's the passcode? What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out? I need something.
What? Wait, what? Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa. What? What's going? What the hell happened? What's going on? Now is the time. Let our game begin. You have reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play through the game multiple times. Make sure to show your progress now to retain all information you required. Memory of Escape has been added to the title screen. Memory of Escape enables you to replay the escape rooms you have completed. The game will restart from the beginning? What the fuck? Wait, what happened? Yo! The game legit just gave me the to be continued! What the No, look. I was thinking the whole time. Snake is in that coffin. He has to be. Right? Because it can't be Alice, because we didn't go to the library. So, I'm pretty sure. No, we didn't go to the bottom deck of the library. I'm pretty sure. We didn't use the key card. So, no, that has to be that has to be Snake in there. Santa, you bitch ass. Oh my god. What? Oh my god. I am actually... okay. I see why people like this game. I legit want to keep playing, but I know I can't because it's way late. The game will start from the beginning. Oh my god, look at that. Access the flowchart or return to the title screen. But wait a minute. Locked. Unlocked. Left the path I took, huh? A decision was made right there. Oh, that's the first time we made the decision to go into a door, right? What was this one? Oh, which door? The 3 doors we took, right? Which door? Well, I wanted here. What the heck is this? Which novel? Which decision was this one that led to like 4 different ways? There's 5 more endings to go to, or 4. I mean, bro, that's crazy that it just ended like that. Legit just left me on the biggest cliffhanger I ever had in my fucking life. And just like that, the game restarted. Well. Can I skip all this, or is it like...
What the?
This was crazy. Oh my god, I don't even know how long I've been like recording for. I think I'm gonna have to... What the heck is preview? Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Actually, I'm Santa. All of this was spoilers, by the way. Like I don't remember what I saw, but all that was complete spoilers. That was crazy. That was legit crazy. You know what sucks? I want to play more, but like, it's so late, and like the thing is, oh my gosh. So okay, I thought about this a lot of times, right? I knew there were multiple endings. But damn, that was a crazy ending. That was a crazy cliffhanger that they just put me on. I think I'm just gonna have to. This is what I'm gonna do, right? We're gonna stop here with 999 for a bit. I've been recording for almost 2 hours, maybe 3 now. So this 3 hour recording is gonna be broken into 2 parts. I'll post them both. I'll upload them both before Resident Evil 4 comes out, right? And after that, we'll be playing. Oh no! We're not doing this again. We'll be playing RE4 and Pokemon simultaneously. But every now and then, while I'll be working on them, I'll be playing this game, recording it, and doing all the different paths. I will get the rest of the endings. I swear to God, because this is crazy. I will get the rest of the endings. I need to know how this all played out. Santa, you bitch ass! Oh my God, Snake is definitely in that coffin. I promise you to God, Snake is in that coffin. And we gotta go down to the library to go see if Alice is really there walking around killing people. Oh my God. I'm over here. I'm gonna lose my voice because how much I screamed this 3 hours, man. Oh my God. That was crazy. I don't think I've ever played a game with such a cliffhanger that left me like that, man. Holy hell. Bro, what I don't get was the flow chart there. How the hell could you have accessed the other endings like that? Like I can think of a few, but like where the ending I got was, I was right next to a different ending where the path was broken like that. So like, how the hell could I have like done that? What the hell did Clover grab from that man or in that room? What else did she have? What the hell happened to Snake in the beginning? Where the hell did he go? There are so many questions I still need answered to. And that's what this game does. It hooks you like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, that was I'll clap it up, man. This is Spike Chunsoft. These niggas made Danganronpa. Oh my God, I'll give it to them. Holy hell. Oh. Oh my gosh. Like I said, man, I'm gonna get these other 4 endings, and I'm gonna see what I can do, man. I'm gonna play through them all again. I'll play through this game 4 times over to do this, and I'll make sure that everything I can do does something, right? I'll record them all in time, and I'll record them all my playthroughs, and I'll show you guys the new stuff. I'll show you guys all the new stuff in the videos, and I think like that's what the whole video is just gonna be, like the whole playthrough to get to that ending, and that's how it's gonna be. They may take longer to come out because I'll have to play the game over and over again to do this, but it'll be worth it. I hope, and that we'll get the good ending, whatever the good ending of this game is. This was a what the hell do you call this? This is like a cliffhanger ending. It's like, you don't know what's gonna happen. Oh my God. Like I said, this is probably like a 3-hour recording. I'm going to put these up into 2 parts probably, and make them like that. We're gonna have to shit, man, shit. Woo. I want to keep playing, but I know I can't. So that being said, man, thank you all for watching. If you've stayed with me, I know I've been putting these videos up like really long hour. Every video of 999 has been like an hour long, even longer. And I'm sorry about that. It's just that I play so much of it. I record so much of it at times. Like I feel like I can't just leave it at this point. At this point, so I keep going, and I just make it like a whole hour and plus video. So I'm sorry if you've been watching, but if you have been watching those like all the way through, thank you so much. It really helps, and it shows you that you guys really like this type of thing, this type of game, and like I kind of like it too. And from what I know, that there's 2 games after this game, so it's like I'm gonna play those 2 for sure because this game came with a bundle. I think it comes with a sequel to this game. So once we do everything in this game, we're gonna go to the next game, and then maybe we'll go to the 3rd game and see how that goes on. But I want to see how this ends. I want to see how this whole game played out and shit, right? So we're gonna end it off here, and the next time you see me play this game again, I will have gotten another ending, and we'll just keep doing that until we do them all. So with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching this video, this long video that probably broken into 2 parts. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the bell so you're notified whenever we drop more episodes like this, more videos. Now, I'm saying if you really want to see, if you don't know what happens in this series and want to see more continue, hit that bell, man, so you know, so you can be here with me when I go through this journey again and stuff like that. Or even if you do know how this game ends, like legitly know how this game ends, how these other endings go, but you want to see how I react to this, hit that bell, man, because you don't want to know, man, because you don't want to miss it. This whole past 3 hours has been crazy. I've done a lot of talking. That wasn't even my talking. It was, and that was the craziest thing that ever happened to me in the game in a long time. I knew Santa was on some bullshit, bro. I knew Santa was on demon time, man. Anyway, hit the bell so you're notified whenever I drop more videos on 999 Pokemon, and in a few days we'll be playing Resident Evil 4. Like I said, that'd be great. Hit the bell. You don't want to miss none of those videos. Check out my social media. All the links in the description down below. And with that being said, guys, this is Map Night. Thank you all for being with me on this first journey of this game. I'll see you all next time. And I'll see you guys whenever we get the next ending. Peace.